Hello everyone, Vito's a 32 back with another how to play today. We're going to look at how to play this game, Indulgence, which is by Restoration Games. Came out in 2017. Restoration Games is a company that kind of specializes in restoring old games, and this is one of them. This game has quite a bit of history to it. Uh, this is basically a remake of an older game from about 1981 called Dragon Master, which had a fantasy theme. But that was basically a remake of an earlier game from 1966 called Coup d'etat. It's a French name. And that is actually basically a remake or commercial version of a game from France from 1930 called Barbu, which just used a regular deck of cards. Um, this has a really nice production. You get all these nice little items with this. I'll put this aside. This is the only game I have currently from Restoration Games, but who knows if I'll get more at some point in time. Now, basically what you're going to be trying to do in this game, and I don't know if it says in here, the path to power is not without sin. In this game, you're going to have these edicts. It's a trick-taking game. This is a trick-taking game. I'll show you the cards here. It's got an interesting back design. I've seen some complaints about the fact that this is not very left-hand friendly because there's an index on one corner. I get that. It is what it is. This is basically the family deck. You have 4 different suits of families. You got the Medici, the Borgia, the Orsini, and the Sforza. Really cool name. Each one has a different symbol in the corner for, in case you're, I guess, colorblind. It makes it easier to see, although each suit is going to tell you what it is on the bottom, but it helps in the index. There's the blue one. So you got those cards. It's a trick-taking game. It is must follow, so if I play a blue card, everyone else has to play a blue card if they have one, just like normal trick-taking games. The cards are a bit bigger. They are tarot size, which is fine. And you're not going to have too many cards in your hand anyway. One of the most interesting parts about this game, though, is these edicts. And you're going to have this edict thing covering them. And you're going to put out 3 edicts, which you will pull out from the bottom. And you'll put them there, and you put the rest aside. And these edicts are going to display what might be happening in the route. So everyone is going to get this treasure chest, which is a card. And on that, they're going to get 30 florins each. 5 each. 5 of these $1 coins each, or $1, 1 florin, I guess they are, not $1. And then you get these gems, which are worth 5 each. And they're all different colors. They're nice gems. So you got all that. Each player's going to get that. You're going to pull out 3 edict cards. And then whoever is the ruler for that round, each round is going to have a different ruler or start player. And we'll say I'm the ruler for this round. And everyone's going to get to be the ruler 3 times in this game. So it's going to go around a bit. It's going to take a little while to play the game. It is for 3 or 4 players. And it could take up to an hour, give or take. And the edicts include stuff like this one, where everyone's going to try and avoid taking any Borgias, the green cards. And you cannot lead with a Borgia in the first trick. Every time someone takes a trick with a Borgia, the leader, the ruler, is going to get $1 from that player. This one is everyone cannot take 6s. The ruler will get 2 for each 6 taken in a trick. And this one is don't take the first or last trick. And if you do, you're going to pay the ruler 4 tricks. There is that. And so everyone's going to get dealt out some cards. I don't recall how many it was. And there's one more thing that's going to come out here. I'm going to be putting there the edicts, and it's this ring. It's a beautiful ring, actually. It's really nice, even though it's not a real gem. If it was a real gem, it would cost $500 for the game, I'm sure. But that's going to go over here by the edicts, and I'll explain that in a bit. And that's what I liked about this game. Got beautiful pieces that come with it. Nice gems, nice ring. Good quality cards. Yeah, linen finish, good quality. Um, They're going to play 3 rounds. Each one will have been the ruler 3 times. So basically, they're going to play the game 3 times, kind of. And that's when the game will end, or the game can also end if one or more players do not have enough florins to pay what they owe. So if you run out of money, that's it. The game is over. And I'm trying to see how many cards you're supposed to get. It doesn't specify. Oh, right, I remember now. Duh. You're going to deal these out evenly amongst the players. It didn't. I can't seem to find anything, but I just remembered. I apologize for that little. So if you got 3 players, it's going to be 12 cards each. With 4 players, it's going to be 9 cards each. I'll just deal them out like that. Now, I'm going to be the ruler for this first round, so I'm going to look at my cards, and I'm going to set them up here and see what I got. And I'm going to look at the edicts and see which one I want to do. Don't take any boards yet. Well, sure, I could do that one. I do have some green cards, but most of them are small. So, and I guess it doesn't matter if I take a Borgia, because I'm the ruler. I'm not going to pay myself a buck. And there's also a possibility that someone could beat that 8. So, I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to take that. We'll put these other 2 aside for the moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this around, and everyone's going to either agree to it, or they're going to say, no, I'm going to be the sinner. Sinner, sinner, chicken dinner. Because in this game, you can actually sin to win. And in this case, if somebody decides they're going to be the sinner, they're going to attempt to take all of the Borgias in this case, or whatever it might be for that round. In this case, if it was this one, don't take the first or last tricks. This guy says he's going to take the first and last trick. But in this case, we're doing the Borgias one. And so, if somebody decides to be the sinner, they want to take all of the Borgias. If they're successful, they will get 4 points from each player. If they fail, they will have to pay 6 points to me. So we'll see if somebody wants to be the sinner. This guy is definitely not going to want to be the sinner. He's going to pass. This player looks at his cards. He definitely does not want to be the sinner. And then it comes to this guy. And he also does not want to be the sinner. In fact, I realized that might have been a mistake for me to do that, because I have 4 of these cards, and there's a decent possibility I could win some tricks with it. But I am the ruler, so I'm not going to pay myself any money. I'm not sure how that works, quite frankly. So, nobody's decided to be a sinner. If somebody decided to be the sinner, let's say he decided to be a sinner, he would get this ring, the Indulgence it's called. And this would allow the player, one time during a round, to play any card from their hand and make this a 10. Once in a round. So it allows them to cheat a little bit. But nobody's going to be the sinner, so the ring is going to stay here. And this is the edict. And so now we're going to play a fairly normal round of trick-taking. We'll say I start, and you cannot lead with Borgia, so I'm going to lead with a red card. It's Forza. And it's must follow, so if the player has that suit color, they must play it. And yeah, I will win that trick. So I get to lead the next trick. Let's say now I play green. To try and force somebody else to pay me money. This guy is going to try not to win it. This guy is screwed because it's must follow, so he has to play his 9. and he is going to win it. Which is unfortunate for me because I have an 8 and I don't want to win it. But this guy plays, actually he's going to play a 7 so that he maybe doesn't win the next trick. So this guy wins the trick. And he's going to have to pay me $1 for winning the trick. See how that works? And now he gets to lead the trick. And maybe he plays a purple 6. And you're going to go around the table like that, playing tricks. And every time somebody doesn't follow this edict, this is my edict, this is the rule I set for this round. If you don't follow that, you're going to pay me money. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. And then next round, next person is going to be the dealer, or the ruler, if you will. And this edict's going to go down to the bottom. Or it's going to go, well, it's going to go away. They're going to take an edict card from the bottom, add it to the pile. And put all these away. And they will select which next edict to do. And then if somebody wants to sin, they can sin. I think it's pretty straightforward trick-taking game with the addition of these little rules, the edicts, the contracts that you can either follow or pay up or try not to follow and try to win big. If you sin, successful, you can win quite a bit. If not, you're going to lose. Now, on top of that, there's also some additional cards here that I can briefly go over. You got these 4 Papal Bull cards. And they got little blood drips on them. These force everyone to follow all edicts. So it's going to be 3 edicts. Everyone has to follow all of them, which is more difficult. However, you can also be a sinner. And if you sin, you have to succeed in all 3 of them. And if you do that, you win the game. Just outright, you win the game. You win the round or whatever it is. You will win. But that's if you do those rules. And if you do those rules, you also have these additional edicts that are more difficult. That is the game in a nutshell. It's pretty cool, good quality. Oops, I got one of these Cinder cards over here. Oh, that's the one I threw away. It's pretty good quality cards, pretty good components. These are cardboard, but they're nice and shiny. And apparently pretty durable. And these are nice for what they are. And the ring is actually very nice as well. This is just thick cardboard as well. That covers the edict cards so you can't see them. And you're always going to draw from the bottom. And they say the ruler or dealer for the first hand is whoever is wearing the most red. I'm wearing maroon. I guess that would be me. And these cards, they call them strongbox cards for the record. Chest, whatever you want to call them. Interesting little quote here. Ludo perfecto in idem capsum rex est servus ponuntur. After the game, the king and the pawn go back in the same box. An Italian proverb that works well with this because at the end of the game, everything's going back in the same box. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I don't got anything else to say. I like it. Pretty good quality. It does take a little while to play because you're going to have all those rounds per player. So be prepared for a bit of a longer game. Not really a filler game. So that is that. That is Indulgence. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. And why wouldn't you want to get this game? It comes with a ring. Anyways, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.